Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Alondra and today I am showing you all a chicken thigh and rice with corn recipe. I am telling you all, you want to try this. It is super good and it smells amazing. So here is an overview of all the ingredients you'll need, and I'll also leave them on the next clip for you. Please consider subscribing and also give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for this recipe. In a small bowl, you are going to add 1 teaspoon black pepper, 3 teaspoon Old Bay seasoning. You can skip the salt if you get home-bought chicken broth, and then go ahead and add 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. And this is going to serve as our seasoning for the chicken. I bought 1.25 pounds of chicken thighs, but you can also just use 4 to 6 chicken thighs for the purpose of this recipe. The first thing that I am doing is removing most of the fat from the chicken. I don't want to remove all of it because the fat is actually really helpful when cooking the chicken so that it doesn't get too dry. Before applying the spices to your chicken, what I usually recommend is to spray the chicken with some olive oil, and that just helps the rub really stick onto the chicken because I'm not allowing the chicken to really marinate. I'm kind of just putting the rub on the chicken and then I'm placing it straight on the stove. You want to set your stove at about medium heat, and you want to let the pan heat up until the butter can easily melt. And you want to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of butter, and then just go ahead and mix that up until it fully melts. And then you want to go ahead and puncture some holes with a small knife on the chicken just so it can cook evenly. You don't have to punch too many in there, but just a bit. I find that that really helps. And then go ahead and place the chicken on the pan. The next thing that we'll do is prepare the rice so that it's ready by the time that the chicken is done. So what I did was add 1.5 cups of washed rice, and then I went in and added 3 cups of water, and then I added a little bit of salt into the rice cooker as well, and then I just set it to cook. I've been waiting all my life for someone like you. While your chicken and rice are cooking, you want to prep your vegetables. So what I'm doing right now is just cutting up my 3 small Roma tomatoes and 1/4 red onion. And then I'll go ahead and also chop up some parsley and some garlic. I'm walking on air, and every day, every way, I feel I can't lose. When the rice has absorbed most of the water, you want to go ahead and quickly add in the corn. Don't leave the lid off for too long because you don't want the steam to come out, and then we'll mix the corn later on. While you're doing that though, do not forget about your chicken. Flip it over when it's time. It takes about 6 to 8 minutes on each side, and they should look this colorful because you did add in a lot of spices, which is going to give it a lot of flavor. And then once they're done, you go ahead and take them out, and you add in another tablespoon of butter onto your pan, and then you go in and add the garlic and the parsley, and then this mixture of 1/4 cup of chicken broth. Mine was actually homemade, which is why I added a little bit more salt at the beginning. And then it is also 1 teaspoon of cholla sauce and the juice of half a lemon. And then you just go ahead and let this simmer for a bit. It does look really watery at first, but over time it kind of starts evaporating a bit. So you just want to leave this for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then once that is ready, you go in and add the tomato, the onions, and it is going to smell so good once you do this. And you want to mix it and let it mix for about 3 to 4 minutes, and you'll notice that the tomato releases a lot of the juice, and it just really does smell so amazing that if you're not used to cooking a lot of recipes, you'll know when it's ready, because it just starts smelling super good, especially with the garlic and the onion. So this is like, my mouth is watering. This is like really good. Once you see that the tomato and onion are ready, then you go in and add the chicken, and you just let that kind of simmer together for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then it is ready to serve. Once your rice is ready, go ahead and remove the lid and then just mix in the corn with the rice, just so that it can all, mesh together, and then close the lid back up for about 3 to 5 minutes and let it sit. And then you can start plating after that, and you just put the rice and the chicken, and I actually ended up making a zucchini with just salt and pepper, but you can also make this recipe with some broccoli, and it is so good. This recipe smells so amazing. I promise you that you'll love it. So let me know if you give this a try and how you like it. Can't wait to hear from you, and can't wait to talk to you in the next video. Please consider subscribing and liking this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!